When he finally shows himself, he likely also spots the decoy, and he also stops gobbling, working his way cautiously towards the decoy.
How far is that? I think he's close enough to kill, but let's let him come on in. But if he starts to meander away, don't let him. Yeah, he's coming. Can't tell if he's changing up. Or just assume he's a gobbler. I'd have to shoot him after that. Oh, he is a gobbler. Oh, don't go that way. Oh, that's perfect. Come on, a little bit further. I'd rather him go your way.
Our position is perfectly camouflaged as we are setting off the field edge about 20 feet or more in the shade of a big oak tree behind some wild rose bushes which concealed our position.
He's inside 30 yard right now. Oh, he's not in the camera. Kill him anytime. I can't see him. Alright. Wait. Show him the decoy. Let him do some work. I'll be shooting my decoy right now. Sorry. It was too perfect.
Oh, I didn't have it fucking focused.
Man, my heart was pounding.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Here's what it's all about. Oh my God. That was 30 minutes of waiting on that bird.
My leg is tingling so bad. I can't even stand up. Oh,
Oh my.
that's why I shot. I was hurting.
That was an old, this is an old Tom. We'll see what he looks like when we get up there. He didn't move. That load of double X's put him down. Woo. Man, it's been a long season for that.
Tracy Hughes just texted me.
Oh, goodness.
Tracy just said, that didn't sound like a shotgun.
Well, so that bird, that's probably the bird I roosted last night. I mean, I saw a bird out here. He didn't want to play. And he went into those trees. And so we came back out here this morning. I wasn't sure he was a gobbler. I didn't think he was a hen. It could have been a Jake, but being that he was by himself, I figured it was probably a gobbler. Anyway, we got out here this morning and got across the field from him and heard gobbling around. He didn't make a peep until we called, and boy, he hammered it as soon as we called. And then he hit the ground, and man, he was molasses coming across that field. It took 30 minutes. I ran one card full of film out in my camera. I need to get a bigger card. And had to switch it, and then I was able to get it up and reloaded. And unfortunately, we don't have real good film because he came up behind this rose bush, and it was distorting the focus. But Dave shot him at, I don't know, 18 yards probably, or 15 yards. He was on the decoy. The decoys worked this morning. I always, this late in the season, don't know whether to put them up or not, because they sometimes can they seem decoy shy and don't come into them, and then there's other times where they work like a charm, like this morning. But I'm gonna go out there and take a look at him here in a minute. So that's turkey hunting. It's been a long season. We've shot at that's I guess the third bird we've shot at that's not been that long a season. Couldn't hit anything early.
I was gonna say.
But that worked like it's supposed to. Maybe a little slower than I'd liked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, my leg is still tingling.
And it's not supposed to take frickin' 30 minutes. But it did, and we got him. Now it's time to go out there and get some gripping grins.
Tracy's lighting me up. That was my turkey.
So
Pretty confident that we got it. Oh man, I know I wanted to wait longer, but my freaking leg was killing me.
I can't blame you. I mean, he was in the camera. It just wasn't in focus, but I couldn't reach up there and make it focus.
I wonder how many holes are in my decoy.
I don't know. You'll go find out here in a minute.
If I don't fall over.
Is it rattling? Man, look at the mess you made there. Get some shot in it. That one of those blow-up decoys?
Yep. He's got a little.
He's a big gobbler. Don't know what he weighs. That's what you're looking for, though. Mature bird. That's a good one.
There's the gripping grain.
Yeah, I think they're good. I don't know what they measure. They're at least an inch, though. Well, what do you got to say, turkey hunter?
It's been a long season. Got 1 day left.
1 day left. It's been a good one. Nice, that's a nice bird. He's nice and clean. He'd be a good one to mount, except for he ain't got no feathers. Where you whacked him. What do you think we got there? 10 inches? 10-inch spur? Beard? 9 maybe? Those are pretty good hooks. They're an inch. They're fat. Well, the oak did it again. He couldn't see us over there. Look at.
It's a good spot.
It is a good spot, but boy, that bush needs to be trimmed a bit.
I think a year or two ago I backed the brush hog in there.
Well, finally, after a long season, second day, we got us a bird on the ground. There's the shooter taking his picture. Anyway, there he is. It's a good hunt. Here's the nest.
He was gobbling pretty hard that's the first one all season.
That bird was gobbling. That bird was gobbling good.
Decoy got a few pellets.
There's the decoy. All worked out like it's supposed to.
Should have got the buggy.
Should have got the buggy. They get heavy after a while, don't they? It don't take long either.
This thing's got to weigh 90 pounds.
It's at least a 90-pound bird. Be 120 pounds by the time we get to the barn. Back in the old days, we had to do this. Every bird. We were younger then, though. Well, there we go. There's what we've been looking for. Dave shot this bird about 7 o'clock this morning. I went out and I would say I roosted it. It never gobbled. I'm not 100% sure it's the same bird, but it did go into the field about the place that, or in the woods about the place it came out of the field. So I assume it's the same bird. But we got up, we got out there, we heard a little bit of gobbling off in the distance. Didn't really know where to go since I wasn't 100% sure this bird was a gobbler when I saw him, so I wasn't real confident to go to that spot, but I told him, I said, let's go to the big oak, see what we got. We're not really hearing anything else. We'd killed birds there in prior years, and anyway, we got all set up and hit the call, and man, he fired up right across the field from us. And he was very responsive to the calls. The only one we've had all season that have been responsive like that, like you'd like them to be. But anyway, he took a long time to come in. I think it took every bit of 30 minutes, maybe longer, maybe more like 45 for him to come out of the tree and cross the field. And Dave shot him at about 16 yards. He was getting ready to mount the decoy when he pulled the trigger. So that's kind of the way you want him. He's got about a 9 or 10-inch beard. Where'd that thing go? There it is. About a 9 or a 10-inch beard. Not too bad. Got about an inch spurs. I don't know. I guess he's a 2-year-old. I don't know what else. Could be 3-year-old. He's a mature tom though. But we've hunted hard this season for this bird. We have shot and missed a couple of them, so it's not like we haven't had other opportunities, but it's hard to miss them at 16 yards, standing there.
I don't know, it's a pretty tight pattern.
It was a pretty tight pattern. He didn't miss him. He never heard the gun go off, I can tell you that. That bird just went down. There was no flop to stop. So that's what they're all about. That's what you come out here and hunt for. That was about as exciting of a hunt and about a textbook of a hunt that you would like for turkey hunting. So until next year, hopefully we got today and tomorrow to hunt, so we'll get out there and chase them around a little bit more today and probably tomorrow morning. And then it's over. That'll be the end of the Missouri season. So that's what we got. Finally got some success. Take care.
Everything, feel my leg again.